This is me. And these are my kids. And this is our life. And this is our TikTok. Well, technically it's my TikTok, but you'll see the kids here. You get the gist. I seriously keep on forgetting to say this, but journal day 129. Let's talk about my diet as of right now. At the moment, I have been definitely tossing anything and everything that I can get my hands on, just so I can get the calories that I need. And eating back to back to back to back all day, every day is actually exhausting because I don't have a big appetite. As I always say, it's a work in progress. We are all headed out because we've got to take Joshua to go get a few vaccinations for school. Unfortunately, our doctor does not give out these vaccinations any longer to anyone under the age of 13, so we had to outsource. He needs his Tdap and the vaccination for meningitis, which is also known as meningococcal. Just in case you ever see these on your shot records, I always like to educate when I can, where I can. Plus, if you're not actively using some of this information in your line of work, you definitely forget. People often seriously think, oh, you're a nurse, you know everything. No, I don't. No, I don't. I can share what I do know, but no, I don't. I don't give out vaccinations. So I have to re-educate myself with my children's needs, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense to someone who, works in the medical field. You understand. More of the fast food that I've been eating. Oh my God, it was so good. This is from Fresh Grocer, and it was amazing. Jack's asleep, so I'm going to bed for like the next 2 hours probably. It depends. It varies. I'm not even sleepy, but I can't risk not taking the opportunity to go to sleep. It is 2 a.m. I accidentally did not take off my makeup. I did expect Jax to wake up a lot sooner, but he didn't. He slept for 5 hours. He nursed for an hour. Jax's sleep schedule varies, but I appreciate the variety. It is 5 a.m. Jax woke up at 4 a.m. He's nursing right now. Been at it for an hour on both sides. I'm about to switch him back to the left. I've never gone 2 days straight without a decent amount of rest, which is why I appreciate the variety. And I always get the opportunity to make up sleep during the day with naps. I decided to keep Joshua home from school because he was running a very low-grade temperature, and that definitely is related to him being vaccinated. So I did promise him that we would watch Beetlejuice together, and I would order him lunch from Wendy's as he requested. Anything food-related can be used against Joshua for coercion. However, it is very temporary. Once the food is gone, he's going to break every promise that he made to you. Hey, I knew my kid. Since Jackson has come home, Jaden has had a general curiosity about him, and today is the first time that I'm letting him hold him. Jax definitely screamed bloody murder and said, "Get me out of the arms of this strange man." And Jaden was kind of sad, and I can understand that, because when kids and babies don't care for you, it means something. But Jackson doesn't mean any harm. He's a newborn. Every single time I do tummy time with Jax, it just reminds me of being pregnant with him. Only 4 weeks ago, he was doing all of this inside of my body, and it felt exactly the way it looks, just like that. Don't judge me. What's important is that I eat. And also, I am trying to make it my business that I eat high-calorie food. I am being very mindful of certain foods that will cause Jax to have gas from my breast milk. And what I eat is based on how frequently I can actually get up and get to the kitchen as well. So if Jax is cluster feeding, which he has been, there's a strong chance we're not making it to the kitchen unless we're going to the microwave. It's that time again. It is bath time, and today is the day that Jax has to get his hair washed. And he did really good for the shampoo portion. He definitely lost his patience by the time it was time to condition. So while Jax's hair is deep conditioning, he needed to nurse. So he's eating. He's getting like a spa treatment. He was doing good. He did good through the wash and through the rinse. And then by the time it came time to put the conditioner in, he was like, all right, I'm over this. I just scarfed down my late lunch, waiting for the groceries to be delivered. I burnt the roof of my mouth. There's like skin hanging off the roof of my mouth. I didn't even know I burnt myself. I was just like feeling in my mouth with my tongue, like the roof of my mouth, and I was like, what is this on the roof of my mouth? And I thought it was cheese, because for lunch I had leftover pizza from last night. I thought it was cheese, and I'm like wiggling around with my tongue and it's not coming off, and I'm like, it also feels a little bit weird while I'm doing this. Took a little mirror, I burnt myself. I burnt myself good. Now the skin's just in there hanging off. Your mouth is the fastest healing part of your body, so this should be gone in like 24 hours. Whatever this little boy needs, this little boy is going to get. If it means he needs a break and he needs to nurse because he's hungry or he wants to comfort eat, he's going to get that from me. And I have absolutely no shame in it whatsoever. Isn't it crazy that there's a generation of people that legit think this is spoiling a baby? My children are not spoiled. My children are loved. Too many of us come from such an abusive, neglectful past and childhood that things that are natural to give to children actually look like we're spoiling them, and that's not even the case at all. Just because it's foreign to you doesn't mean it's not necessary or it's an over excess to a child, to a baby. It's well deserved and necessary. People even talk to their plants kindly, nicely to help them grow. So why wouldn't you talk to your children kindly and nicely to help them grow? Why wouldn't you give them attention and your time to help them grow? Your affection, your appreciation to help them grow. That's not spoiling a child, that's loving a child. I love loving my kids. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new or reinforce something to make tomorrow even better. And with that, you get to learn more together and grow together. There's so much to life, but this is definitely hands down one of the most amazing parts of it. Kids aren't for everyone, but mine are definitely for me.